Hello and welcome to the League of Average Gaming. I'm your host, League Master Gentnord. We're continuing the tutorial of Rome in Imperator Rome. For those that didn't see the first part, we just bit through the different windows and resources that you have in this game. Just kind of talked about them in brief. If you missed that, feel free to go back and check that out. And we've also went through the first two objectives here in the tutorial that they provide for the game. So, the next objective we have is have an army of 30 cohorts. Each cohort represents 1,000 men, so 30,000. You can train cohorts in any own city. Training can be initiated in one of a number of ways using the macro builder, which can be found in the top left of your screen, right here, macro builder. Gives access to quickly recruit cohorts, build buildings, promote pops, and much more. Selecting a city and using the recruit cohorts button, selecting an army, and then selecting the recruit to unit button. Go ahead and recruit at least 30 cohorts. Make sure to merge them into one army. And we will get Roma Invicta, which will give us plus 10% morale of army and 5% discipline until the end of the game. Wow, okay. So, looks like at the outliner here that we already have 15. So we are halfway there. I would like to recruit to this. Recruit to army. Here we go. Let's see. Create new unit. So this would be splitting off. This would be consolidating the injured troops. We are not sieging. Split in half evenly. Okay. And disband. Oh, it'll cost us money. Okay. But we would save money on maintenance. That's fine. Let's see. Full retreat attached to unit. Construct border fort. Just look at all this stuff. Desecrating holy sites. Well, we would not want to desecrate our own site of Rome. Build military road. Don't have the tradition to do that. Assign to region. Attachments not allowed. Force march. Unit reorganization. Shock action. Select unit objective. Units can be assigned various objectives which they will try to fulfill without direct player interaction. Well, lots of things the armies could do, but we're just going to go ahead and start recruiting. Okay, so we've already got 5,000 archers, 5,000 heavies, and 5,000 light cavalry, each of which have their own bonuses to other types of units. But I think we're going to focus on more heavies, which are the big shields, the Principes. And those will take 60 days to recruit, that's fine. And we have plenty of money, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, some of them will have to get built twice because the way we did it, we're not building them. We're building them all nearby. We didn't go to each individual province, which we could have done and gone down here to build units and built them out here. But we also cannot build them out there because we don't have iron. That unit requires iron. So I guess this province... The province in this game is a collection of cities, which is each individual little lined off area. It's kind of different than EU4 has provinces as the single and states as the grouping. So they changed the wording a little bit, but the same idea. So it looks like this province has access to iron, whereas the other, we don't have full control. But the other cities not in that province do not have access to iron. It looks like to me. So, okay, those are getting queued up. Those will start going. So, still trying to do everything before we unpause. We have not gone forward yet. See how many objectives we can knock out before we do anything. Build 12 triremes. Constructing ships is much the same as training land units, however, you can only construct them at a city with a port that is supplied with wood. All the ports that Rome begins with are supplied with wood, so you do not need to worry about this step for now. Holding your mouse over this objective will highlight all of your starting port cities. So it looks like Rome and Neapolis are our starting port cities. Okay. So, can we just build to our navy? Like you said, yes, we can. Okay, so let us build to navy. And we need 12, so that's 1. No, we had 4, plus 1 is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that is 12. Those will get built up. Construct 8 training camps. Have at least 8 unique cities with training camps. Freemen and tribesmen provide you with your base manpower. Having 1 or more training camps in a city will increase the manpower contribution from all freemen and tribesmen within that city. To regain manpower faster, construct a training camp in at least 8 of your cities. To do this, click on the city on the map and locate the training camp. On the right-hand side of the progress bar is the construction icon. Okay, so we want training camps. I clearly did not read what it said to do. Click on a city on the map and locate the training camp. Locate the training camp. The training camp is where? I'm blind. I cannot find the training camp. On the right-hand side of the progress bar is the construction icon. Nope. Oh, okay, city buildings. Yes, here we go. We want a training camp. We currently have 2. Okay. So we got marketplaces, training camps, fortresses, and granaries. Okay, so. And the population dictates how many we can have. So there's 1, 2. Sure, you should not just build them willy-nilly like we are, but we're just following the tutorial. We want to get everything done. 2, 3. They said to build 8. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8. Yay, us. We can find buildings. Okay. So that'll get done. Import fish to Latium. In order to keep your cities from starving, you'll need to provide them with enough food to keep on growing. Rome is safe from starvation for the time being. However, importing fish to Latium will increase the growth speed of your pops. Latium is the province to which the city of Rome belongs. By clicking on Rome, you will see in the top right corner of the province UI a trade route button. Click on this and select fish. Here you'll be able to see which provinces have a surplus to export with the owning country displayed on the right. Countries with a grayed out button will not export to you unless you improve relations. For now, we recommend asking the first nation in the list for fish. This will begin importing to Latium. Okay, Rome, trade route. Yes, this one I can see much more clearly. Fish, yes. The first one in the list is this guy. This will cost us the civic power, but it is fine. It will also earn us some money each month and increase local population growth. So, we are fine with that. Histria is going to send us fish. Great. Our entire country gets the following benefits: national freeman happiness plus 5%. Well, I'm glad the freemen love fish. They will be overjoyed from it being here. Okay, objective completed. Huzzah! I know I wanted us to go down the line, which we are. We are technically going down the line. It's just I'm not unpausing to get all that other stuff built. The people of Rome are now receiving the fish you have imported. Other trade goods have a variety of different bonuses that you can harness. We recommend you take a moment to check them out in the trade goods screen you used before. We get 200 religious power. Yeah, we'll look at those later. The objective just told us to get fish. No one else has other important resources. Conquer the Sabini. Annex the territory belonging to Sabini. The hill dwellers known as the Sabini occupy the lands to your north. Fabricate a claim upon their land by opening diplomacy and selecting fabricate claim. You do not need to fabricate a claim upon both their provinces. Either will do. After you have a claim, make sure your troops are in good position and declare war. To declare war, open diplomacy and select declare war. Then you'll need to select a casus belli. If you have show superiority or show naval superiority selected, you'll suffer a stability hit. The Sabini will try to put up a fight, but the Roman numbers should prove more than a match for them, and will gain a 300 civic power when we defeat them. Okay, so diplomacy was 7. Okay, so let's sort through all these countries. And the Sabini, yes. We would like to open up all this stuff so we can look through and see what we want. Fabricate claim will cost us 180 oratory power. The Senate approves of us fabricating claims. Well, I'm glad that all 100 people agree that we should do this. For either one. Oh, it's just done. Okay, there's no wait time for fabrication of claims. You just, boom, claim, paid for, done. Like it. Okay, this gives us a casus belli on the Latin local power of Spiti. Cool. So we have a claim. We can declare war on them. We will probably wait until... Oh, they get to reply to our fabrication of claim? Interesting. We will wait until our troops are built, even though I think we could take them with our 15 we already have. Let us continue to go through the tutorial objectives. Purchase an invention. For this objective, you need to open the technology window. In there, you will see a series of inventions on the right-hand side. Inventions can be purchased with civic power. Each one you buy will increase the cost of the next. Technology can be seen on the left side of the window. Progress in this is dictated by your ratio of citizens and the skill of the character overseeing the selected technology. Each technology you research will have a number of benefits and will also make inventions cheaper. Go ahead and research an invention. There are a variety to choose from, so try to make a decision that benefits your current situation. If you aren't sure, don't worry, they all benefit your nation one way or another. Okay, so technology is 4. So let's see what we can choose from. Professional sailors, plus 2% trireme discipline. Well, we're about to attack some guy that has no coastline. That's not useful. Relying on career sailors, we can be assured that our navies will be crewed by the very best. Learning on the job, plus 5% starting experience. And these all cost 100. Okay, cool. It is said that the best way to learn is by doing. We expect that our recruits will learn swiftly with a sword in their hand, or they will die. Well, that's dark. Military artisans, military tech investments, plus 5%. Guilds of artisans employed by the military ensure that innovation is passed down to those deserving and provide a hotbed of scholarly thought by which our progress flourishes. Maybe. Adopting standard measures, national commerce, income plus 5%. The amphora Capitolina was an amphora kept in the Temple of Jupiter, by which all other amphora were intended to be measured. Well, we're not hurting for money that I can tell. Property tax, national tax plus 5%. Landowners are every state's main source of revenue. By establishing a code of practice, we can avoid difficult situations when it comes to collection. Tribal reserve, national tribesman output plus 5%. Officially recognizing certain areas as belonging to the control of specific tribal people is bound to increase their willingness to contribute. Proxiani, improve opinion maximum plus 20%. Prelude to the later concept of permanent ambassadors, proxiani were chosen by Greek city-states to act as representatives in neighboring cities. Aggressive protection. Fabricate claim cost minus 10%. Well, I probably would have picked that one first before I fabricated the claim with the points, but okay. We did what they said. We went down the list. Okay. Sometimes the only excuse we need is that we are the only ones who can truly offer security. Humane conduct. Diplomatic reputation plus 1. The concept of battlefield honor has existed for millennia. Nonetheless, we should set down a code for dealing with our opponents that we ourselves might receive fair treatment in defeat. Hierarchical herusification. Omen power plus 5%. Sacrifices are a standard way in which we may offer our wishes and prayers to the divine. A written code detailing the acceptability of varying sacrificial creatures will assist our priests and people. Oath of Brotherhood. Armor morale recovery plus 2%. I'm leaning on that one, unless the next one's like amazing. Formalizing a soldier's commitment to fight for his or her comrades was an act which solidified the bond of brotherhood that only military service could bring. A ius iundrium in Rome, the oath of oaths, was sworn by new soldiers in which they pledged their lives to each other. And finally, herbalism, technology speed plus 5%. Knowledge of the plants and herbs which surrounds us can have uses beyond that which many would suspect. From birth control to medicine, we cannot underestimate botany. Okay, we're going to take Oath of Brotherhood. Yes, I'm sure. Huzzah. 2% army morale recovery. So we've completed this objective of purchasing an invention. Yay us. Now our country is even more capable than before. As your technology level progresses, different inventions will be added to the random pool that populates the inventions list. Expect to see some interesting things popping up over time. You may have noticed that various events pop up over time as well. These often contain interesting choices to make. Often these events can target characters within your realm as well as your country itself. For instance, the reward for this mission permanently adds to the martial ability of your ruler, who will die at some point. So, just our current ruler gets +1 martial ability, going up to 8. Nice. Excellent, I should say. Finish off the Samites. Annex the highlighted cities way over there. Ever since the First Samite War, Rome and Samium have been at each other's throats, fabricate a claim, and lay waste to their armies. So we will need a claim over there. How many diplomats do we get? Fabricate claim. For that one. Alright, cool, we have a claim. I don't know how many diplomats we have, but we're just able to do things, it looks like, so maybe we have an unlimited amount. Alright, so that claim is going. Relations with Sipontium. Have Sipontium reach 100 opinion of Rome. Sometimes a diplomatic solution is far more expedient than war. Try to improve our standing with Sipontium. There are a number of ways to do this. Open the diplomacy with them. Look at the various options. We recommend that you first use the improve opinion interaction. Some other interactions which improve opinion, such as send gift and offer alliance. If you find they will not heed your attempts to make friends, this objective will also be completed if you conquer Sipontium. Well, that's not good relations, but okay. Diplomacy. Who? Already forgotten. Sipontium. Sipontium. SIP Sipontium. They do not like us, but they are way over there. I guess I could fabricate a claim on them. Oh, I do have stuff that touches them. Interesting. Well, honestly, they're so small. Oh, but it's cheaper. There's less points used to fabricate, to improve opinion than to fabricate. So, okay, fine. We'll improve opinion of us by +50 over time. They're at -30. That won't get us to 100. No. Fabricating on your stuff. We're going all war all the time. Forget that. Destroy Etruria. Annex the highlighted Etruscan cities. The Etruscans are in a good position to threaten Rome. Put an end to this threat by conquering the province of Etruria. If you are low on manpower or low stability, it might be a wise idea to spend some time at peace before declaring war again. If you find that you are unable to conquer enough in one war, then consider suing for peace, attempting another objective, then returning to this one as your truce. Once your truce has expired. Okay, well, we'll just keep getting all the claims. Etruria. Fabricate claim. Done. Alright, cool. So So it's getting to the point where it's just us needing to go to war. It looks like conquer southern Italy. Yeah, conquer Syracuse. Yeah, those are all going to be claims. All right, might want to hold off on making any more claims then, I guess, because it's just going to be a lot of us stomping people into the ground, it looks like. But the last two objectives are conquer southern Italy. Now that we've shown you the basics, it's time for a challenge. Conquer the rest of southern Italy and show the world that you mean business. Remember to keep your armies replenished and only take on opponents you feel you can handle. You will need to declare several different wars in order to complete this objective. If your omen runs out during this time, remember to refresh it. And then conquer Syracuse, the last major bastion of Greek interference. Syracuse will be the last objective for this tutorial. Here you will be moving your troops across a strait. Enemy fleets can block your movement, so make sure to position your own fleet in the ocean province between Rhegium and Messania. If you find that you need to siege down Melita, you can move our armies onto your fleet and transport them to the intended destination. When you own the highlighted cities in the province of Slia, you will be proclaimed victorious, and we will complete the tutorial. Well, looks like next time we will unpause and fight all of the wars, because that is all of the objectives that I can see that are left. So we will be building up our army and our navy and our buildings and going off to war. So thank you all for joining us here in this tutorial, and we hope to see you in the next one where it will be very bloody. But until then, please feel free to leave a comment down below and subscribe to keep updated with more videos coming out of Imperator Rome. And until next time, I've been League Master Gentenor, and this has been the League of Average Gaming. Thank you all for joining us. See you next time.